is with this bioelectric energy. Bioelectric energy, just the starting point is that it is essential in maintaining our health, because it is essential in maintaining the health of every cell in your body. Okay? You have about 70 trillion cells, right? Many, many zeros. And each and every one of them has to be maintained at a certain charge to be alive and to be healthy. And because of that, bioelectric energy is very important, and today we'll talk a lot about bioelectric energy and bioelectric potential, bioelectric fields. I mentioned just now that every cell has to maintain a charge, right? So between the outside and the inside of the cell, there's a charge across the membrane, and that is maintained at between 70 to 90 millivolts. So it is like a small battery. So every cell is a tiny, weeny, small battery. And this is very important because some cells use electricity to function. Muscle cells, nerve cells, right? And did you know that even in making test tube babies, when they want to start the first initiation of fertilization, after they've got the egg and the sperm to come together, they have to initiate the first division with an electric spark. Did you know that? Okay, how important electricity plays in life. And we know that when you go to the clinic or to the hospital, the doctors detect or try to find out how healthy or unhealthy you are through electrical machines. Right? For the heart, it is ECG. For the brain, it is EEG. For the muscle, it is EMG. Okay? Electromyograph, electroencephalograph, electrocardiograph. Right? So there will be many, many more machines in future to detect many other functions, all using electricity. Detecting the subtle, that means small electric activity, electric currents that our cells produce or use to function. Now there are also other forms of energy other than bioelectric energy. There is also biomagnetic energy in us. Right? Because whenever current flows, there is always magnetism. So since our body has many, many small currents flowing, so there's also many, many electric fields everywhere. And you know that the hospitals, the doctors also use MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, right? To try to find out which cells are, which tissues are healthy, which organs are healthy, and which are not. Can tell which tissues have cancer, which do not. Because the healthy and unhealthy cells have different magnetic properties, as they have also different electrical properties. And then finally we have the calorie or biochemical energy. Right? This is what you're all familiar with. Right? There is fat, 9 calories per gram. Many of you here got plenty of spare calories to burn. Right? You can look like you can skip dinner and breakfast and lunch and dinner tomorrow. Carbohydrate, about 4 calories per gram. Protein, 4 calories per gram. But try not to use the protein to burn. Right? Protein is important for other functions. Right? For the energy burning, for the calories burning, burn the fat and the carbohydrate. And those of you who drink alcohol, alcohol is 7 calories per gram. Right? Even more fattening than carbohydrate. So this energy, this calorie energy, is actually energy of the sun. Okay? Energy of the sun absorbed by the plants, right? Turned into food that we eat. Even if you eat the animals, animals eat the plants. Even if you eat animals that eat other animals, the other animals will eat the plants. Right? So the original source is always the sun. And the sun's energy is called photon energy. Okay, and then there are other forms of energy around us that you may not think about affecting your health, but you know they affect your health. Right? All forms of sound, visible and invisible light, lasers, heat, pressure, vibration, and chemicals all affect you, even though they may not come into contact, because energy, right, can affect you from a distance. What more if they're close, and what more if you're in contact? So some can be harmful, some can be beneficial. Then there's infrared, infrasound, ultrasound, ultraviolet, radio waves, handphone signals. Harmful or beneficial? Harmful. But you cannot leave home without it, right? Yes. You cannot leave home without two of them. Some carry two, some carry three. Right? One for the wife or the girlfriend, sometimes got mixed up. And then radioactive energy, right? Either from while we are sitting here, also there is ambient background radioactivity, right? Now there's also when you're exposed to electrical stuff, exposed to other stuff, sometimes there are radioactive rays coming from materials used. Now what more if you go to the hospitals, and what more if you are down there doing x-rays? And these two, the pointer is the center, or this one?
Yeah, this one.
This one, okay. Okay. Spiritual and psychic energies. Cannot ignore. Right? There's spiritual energy. People who are spiritual are either gifted or acquire spiritual powers. And there are people who are either gifted or train their minds, right, so that they can do things through psychic energy. You know, all of you have heard about Uri Geller, right? The Israeli who was famous, or the most famous for bending spoons. But actually, you can go and learn that technique. Yeah? You can go and learn to bend spoons. But there are people teaching it now. Because it's a technique. You just train your mind. Right? Uri Geller was gifted. Okay. So there's a whole lot of energies. Some you probably didn't think that you should consider when you talk about health. Right. So if you put all of them together, you have spiritual or cosmic energy, then you have psychic energy, you have chi, you have scalar energy, and then you have the bottom four.